Hi, I'm Mike McGee. I'm with Fair Oaks Bowen Therapy. A lot of people have not heard of the Bowen Therapy or the Bowen technique. It was developed in Australia in the mid-1950s by a man named Tom Bowen. I should say perfected by Tom Bowen in the 1950s. What it is, it's a very gentle stretch, roll, and release across muscles and tendons. We do a series of moves and we have little 2-minute waits in between. And essentially what we're doing is we're getting the body to realize that there's an issue, and we're asking the brain and the body to work together and fix themselves rather than a practitioner or a doctor trying to force it. We're getting the body to heal itself, and we're getting muscle tension to release, we're getting nerve pressure off pinched nerves to release, we get a lot of muscle spasms to go away in very short periods of time. Most of the time people have relief while they're on the table, and they have anywhere from a 100%, 50% to 100% pain reduction, sometimes on the first visit. Then we generally have a few one or two follow-up visits after that to make sure everything sticks, so to speak. And what we do is we're activating the body's own ability to heal itself, and that's essentially what we're doing. That's the long version of it. What we're really doing is we're just getting the body to heal itself, and it's just gotten it's a little bit stuck, and we're just saying fix it. I had my first Bowen session 11 years ago. I had chronic back pain and severe sciatic pain. I had 3 sessions and I was pain-free for a long time, and I fell in love with the Bowen technique, how well it worked on me and on my sister on her migraines. I decided I wanted to do it, and here we are years later, and we just love the Bowen technique and what it does for people. That's the one thing with the Bowen technique that we hear time and time again is, how come I've never heard of it? Will it work on my particular issue? I have this particular tendon in a shoulder issue that's maybe stuck, or I have a frozen shoulder. The answer is yes. In most cases, yes. We have a very high success rate. Generally, we ask that you come to us for 3 sessions right off the bat, spaced a week apart. That helps the body get into the permanent muscle sense, motor memory to make the healing process and the new alignment that the body has refound, make that become more permanent. And what the Bowen technique addresses is back pain, sciatic pain, TMJ, migraine headaches. We work on a lot of people with fibromyalgia, plantar fasciitis, burning heel issues where people can't get out of bed in the mornings. They have a lot of pain and they can't walk first thing in the morning. That burning heel is just like it's on fire, and I can't walk for 20 minutes, and I have to walk on my toes. A few sessions and that starts clearing up. Numbness in the fingertips, the list keeps going on and on and on. Certain types of neuralgia in the feet or neuropathy in the feet. Bell's palsy, the list, like I said, the list keeps going on. The digestive issues. The thing to do is, if you don't know, call, and if you haven't heard of the Bowen technique, you're not the only person. It's still relatively new in the United States. It came to the United States in 1989 in Auburn, California is when it was first taught and introduced, and it's growing rapidly and it's becoming more and more known. And usually, and sadly enough, we're the last stop. People have tried, you go to the doctors like I did. You go to the doctor and you go to physical therapy and things don't quite work. And then you try something else, and you go to the chiropractor and you try acupuncture and massage and things. It's just not getting any better. And then a lot of our clients, what we hear, and what happened to me also, was I gave up. And I kept trying, and it kept getting worse, and I kept getting re-injured, and it'd go away and it'd come back even worse. And then somebody said, why don't you go try this Bowen stuff? And lo and behold, I had never heard of it, and I thought, well, and one more thing, it can't hurt. It's because I've tried everything else and it worked. And I'm the walking, breathing testimonial that how well this works. And family members and friends all say the same thing. It's like, I can't believe it worked. It's like you didn't do anything and it didn't hurt. That's the other thing, is we do this very gentle stretch, roll, and release across the muscles, and a lot of times you can't feel it, and what happens is you become so relaxed that you fall asleep. We have a lot of our clients sleep most of the way through the session, and we say, well, it's time to turn over, or it's time to go to sleep, or we've been working on their back. they fall asleep and they, a lot of times we hear, I don't want to get up, I don't want to go. And so we say, well, we like you, but you can't stay that long anyhow. But we see some tremendous results, and we just love telling people about it and having people come in and seeing the results. And I can't begin to impress upon people how much is, if you've tried everything else and you're just still in pain and if you're still having headaches or migraines, or your jaw's still bothering you, or your knee is still bothering you from an injury from 20 years ago, even post-op you still have inflammation, give us a call. Odds are we can help fairly quickly, and most of the time painlessly, and half the time you won't even know that what we did hurt or was hurt. And we hear it all the time, is, I just can't believe it doesn't bother me anymore, and it's been that way for 2 years, and a couple of sessions and this stuff clears up. One word I do want to say about migraines and back pain is, we all know somebody that suffers from severe back pain and from migraines, and I can't begin to tell you how much, if you can convince them to come in and give it a try, it will be life-changing for them. It helped my sister, it helps countless members of our friends and family, and we see it all the time. There's the short, which is too late, but the short answer is, we can help. And I can't encourage you enough. If you have a question and you're not sure, just call us. As you can tell, we love talking about the Bowen technique. I love talking about the Bowen technique. Amber or Kathy or I or someone will be here for you. Call and give it a try. It's gonna be worthwhile. Thank you.